Hey guys, so you may be wondering why I'm playing Tetris instead of releasing yet another skit this week. And before I'm going to go any further, yes guys, this is now going to be a gaming channel. I've been playing Tetris and I'm playing Tetris right now, and it's a bit dated, but it's still pretty fun. Hope you guys enjoy. Anyways guys, the truth is I've been thinking a lot about what value is recently, specifically what it means for things to have some sort of value. And I came to the conclusion that if I wanted to provide some sort of value to society, I shouldn't create things that I find that are artistic or meaningful, because at the end of the day, they only may be so from my standpoint, from my subjective standpoint. I've spent years creating music and more lately videos that I think are artistically good. With music, I've always been trying to innovate, be unique, find cool sounds that appeal to me, because my logic was if it appealed to me, then it must appeal to other people, at least to some degree. And my hope was that over time, my fan base would grow and support me back, because as an artist, you can only do things for so long until you realize that people don't appreciate what you're doing. And it's all right in the beginning. I mean, you make art as like a hobby just for fun, but as the years pile on and no progress is being made at all, you start to question your true purpose in life and yourself as an artist. Back in the day, maybe like 7 years ago now, I created a song as a joke that I literally called Another Generic Dance Song Title. I tried to make it sound generic, and while I was making it, I was focused on trying to make it appeal to other people instead of me. So, yeah, I mean, it didn't take long to produce either. That song ended up being one of my, if not my most popular original tracks that I've ever made. And then a YouTuber with with millions of subscribers used my song in his video, and he didn't credit me. And I remember reading the comments, and a bunch of people were like, "What's that track at this point in the video? It's so good!" And it made me really, really happy, like seeing that. And I was ecstatic that I finally got some recognition. But it also made me realize that maybe I was approaching this art thing all wrong. I realized that maybe I shouldn't be making art for myself, as a lot of people say, but rather for other people. The thing is, I like having fun. And my philosophy was at the time that if I were to work really hard on what I like to do, eventually I'd get really good at it, accrue a fan base, and then just do what I love without any compromises. So then I took the idea that I should be making art for other people with a grain of salt, and I kind of forgot about it as time went on. But now, 7 years after that song was released, I still haven't really progressed that much. I've made music since then, obviously, and I've played shows, I've made skits, I've done a bunch of things. But at the end of the day, not a lot of people listen or watch my content. I haven't gotten closer to making money off this. And I've been spending my time working on my art in an echo chamber because it's hard to find people in real life that have similar goals. And the more and more I think about it, the more I realize that I might have been sucked into a sunken cost fallacy, perpetuated by the idea of my dreams being attainable, at least to some extent. Looking back 7 years ago, I actually wish I never got that taste of success. It feels cliche to say this, but ignorance really is bliss. I felt so happy when I realized that people were enjoying something that I created on a YouTube video with millions of views that for one moment, I felt at peace and spiritually fulfilled. And ever since then, I've been chasing that high with the view that I should be making art for myself. But unfortunately, I've been having less success than I did then. Throughout the years, I've been becoming less and less happy making music and videos. I've seen a lot of people come and go. Most start for a bit, become involved with the industry, and then just give up and slowly fade into irrelevance and kind of stop posting. But then like a few others start and actually become relatively successful in what they want to do. And I'm not dumb. I understand what the success rate of making it as an artist is, but the fact that there are people out there that have succeeded in their endeavors, and the fact that I've felt spiritually fulfilled doing what I love before in the past has nonetheless been one of the main motivators for me to work on art. And I obviously love making art for the sake of making art, but a big part of making art, or working on anything for that matter, is feeling like you have a symbiotic, value-based relationship with the world. And I think it's important and healthy as a human to provide value to the world and then have the world reciprocate by providing you value. Planting a seed and maintaining a garden is work, but and then after that work, you get to enjoy all those tomatoes and carrots or whatever that you've planted. You get to reap what you sow. And what most artists and I often feel is that we continuously put value out in the world, but we don't get any value back. We just sow without reaping. And there's only so much value that you can output and not get anything back before you start having feelings of self-doubt, depression, basically that whole bag of worms. Anyways, all this is to say that being an artist isn't easy. It's not easy at all. But lately I've been thinking, this whole idea of producing art for other people, it seemed to work out for me at one point in the past. And that inadvertently brought me a lot of joy. And I've been reluctant to the idea, but now that I'm 23 and time ticks on, you know, the passage of time moves on, I feel like it's time for some compromises. So I've decided to not make art for myself anymore and instead make art for other people. But what do other people like? What do other people appreciate the most? Well, I think a good way to find out whether a piece of art is good or not is to see whether that piece of art is popular. After all, the more people watch and like and appreciate the art, the better the art is. Well, I took a look at the trending page on YouTube and I saw a lot of videos that, to be honest, I see kind of low quality and clickbait. But one thing stood out to me on this trending page are gaming videos. And I was actually surprised at how entertaining gaming videos are. They're fun to watch, they're witty, the gameplay and dialogue in these videos complement each other very well. And best of all, these concepts actually prove themselves to be good when you look at their view counts, like they justify themselves. And it makes a lot of sense too. I mean, games are literally made to entertain people. And since the industry of video games is so big, that means people actually value it. And I mean, there's definitely so much value to be had in gameplay videos because of all these factors. And so after mulling it over for a while, I've decided to make myself a gaming channel because I choose to, I want to provide value, guys. I want to provide value, real value to the YouTube community. I want to become a true artist. So no more music, no more skits, just pure value. Just pure gaming content. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Cloy, thank you for doing this. We've always wanted your channel to become a gaming channel. And to that I say, thank you for waiting.